Today we're going to work on phobias. Say it. They're ready. So hang on. Kalamayo. That means pardon me. So
They're willing to come up on stage.
all of them?
Yep, they're all spiders.
Oh, really? Wow. I told you that spiders was popular. So you want to clear them on stage? You want
They
to do it
said
now?
they're willing to come up. I cleared the rest of them that wasn't really intense, but these are the ones that can get in touch with really good.
So, ready? You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, so
whatever.
how many of you would like to see a clearing, a phobia clearing now? I like that. Okay. This demonstration
get in
here
touch.
is going to be on release the negative emotions. So we asked them if they wanted to release
Okay, good.
the fear or the
Very
phobia. Don't do it yet now.
Okay.
On stage so people can see it, and they all agreed. Because normally
Believe in someone
people don't
else.
want to be up on stage, but this is a different group,
wanna let
because
this
it's
go,
sharing.
You know, it's inappropriate.
So Keola is going to use,
So what I want you to
hey, come over here. Oh, you got it right there?
Yeah, that's okay.
So turn your mic on.
Hey, it's not up to me, it's up to them.
Oh, okay. Kalamai, yeah. Oh.
Well, I figured that way you can talk to them on the side after I clear so I can keep going. Okay?
Okay.
So what I want you to do is to just close your eyes and visualize the spider. Very good. So you can feel that fear inside. Do you want to let go of this fear?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Can you look? Can you hold it?
Yep.
Very good. How's it look?
That's very cool. Now I can look at it.
So were you able to do that before?
No.
Not at all.
So does this thing work here? What was your experience? Just real quick.
Right now?
Yeah.
So previously it was that whole reaction of, it was like I could feel it on my shoulder. When he had showed me the picture earlier, I literally, I was like, it's on me. I don't want to turn around because I know there's a big man-eating spider behind me. That's why I wasn't looking behind me. Now that I'm holding it, I know that it's in a plastic mold. I'm actually very curious about it because now I can actually see.
And it's kind of like a beautiful thing, huh?
Yeah,
in a certain way.
to me. It is. That wasn't possible before. So, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So before we bring up the next one, what's the difference? Oh, seconds before, she has a negative response, and now she can look at it. Clearing the negative emotions around the memory. When you clear the negative emotions around the memory, then it makes sense. Now, when did she create that memory? Hey, don't start yet. When did she create that memory? When she was younger. And that part of her, that tape loop is like, hey, and why is she holding on to that? Because it's fear. I'm protecting you. The part that's choosing to hang on to it is a younger part of her. And it's hanging on to it because it feels like it's protecting her. And it did back then. Now, not so much. Go ahead. Let's see the initial response.
Huh?
The initial response for most people.
Can you look at the picture? What about
Okay,
this?
notice the
Can you touch
response.
this? Okay.
No.
Okay. So you want to let this go, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so go ahead. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not really good.
Yeah, no problem.
Any parting words?
Well, sure. I actually was told I was born with this phobia. My mother, when she was pregnant with me, saw a spider in the shower and freaked out when she had never, ever been scared of spiders before. So it's her fault. No, it's probably mine. It's gone. I'm good. Thank you.
So again, the same way you release the negative emotions around a memory related to a phobia is the same way you release negative emotions around inappropriate anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, feelings of being undeserving, unworthy, failure, rejection, abandonment.
Okay, I'll come to you.
Like it.
Okay,
I don't
right,
even
right.
wanna see it, okay?
Okay, it's over there, it's on the side. Okay, relax.
That was a big spider, okay?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, wait, relax.
Big one.
Okay, look at me. Shh. Okay, look at me. Come, go down. Yes,
No,
let me
we
take it
don't
down.
have anything.
Come, let me take it down.
Okay.
Still there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Come, let's
He'll
go
just
down
take
the
you down.
steps.
He'll just take you down.
The book. The book.
Clear it now. See if you can clear something.
Close your eyes and relax. Focus on Keola, stay on. And you can take it down and clear it. Okay, come.
This is going to be a good
It's
one.
okay, it's okay.
I guarantee it, you know? She's just a little too reactional whenever she's here. But we'll bring her back, right? This is a good one. Yes. Anyway, you know, it's not about phobias. An example would be a similar response that happened when we were in San Diego. I'm moving back to Hawaii. And it happened this year. They threw a party for us, about 20 people. So I actually worked with a lady a couple years before. She had a fear of darkness, but then we did the whole thing. You know, not just darkness. We cleared all the negative emotions. Her pohawk was from her ball. But I asked her, I said, hey, do you know anybody with a phobia? She says, oh, my daughter. I go, oh, really? What is she afraid of? She said, a rat. So we're like 20 feet away. Or I'm like 20 feet away. So we carry our book just everywhere, that book that we had. So I open it up, and I flash her the picture. And I'm getting ready to stand up because I don't think she can see it. Her daughter goes into a fetal position and starts crying, similar to this. And you could hear a pin drop if it wasn't for her crying. Her daughter's 19 years old, by the way. So as soon as we seen that response, like here, we're like, oh, yes, this is a good one. So it's like we looked at her, and then we looked at each other, and I said, hey. So he goes over there and he talks to her, kind of like what he's doing now. And he helps her clear it. And then he tells her, do you think you can look at the picture? She goes, I don't know. I think you can. So I hold up the picture. She looks at it. Then he asks her, do you think you could touch the picture? I don't know. I think you can. So she puts her hand out like this and starts walking really slow. And as soon as she comes up and she touches the picture, her whole body just relaxes. And even though she didn't say anything, we knew what she was probably thinking. It's just a picture. You know, and of course it's just a picture. However, everybody there that's seen the initial response, seen the present one. So what happened? We ended up working with every single person at the party, every single one. And none of them came up and asked us to clear a phobia. Virtually every conversation started out with, you know, I really don't have a phobia, but do you think you can help me with this? I really don't have a phobia, do you think? Oh, yes, because it's not about phobias. And they were able to make that clear distinction. Well, if you can help her with that, well, maybe you can help me with this. And it's all about releasing negative emotions around the event. So I think we're ready for a testimonial.
You just give it.
I grew up in South America, and there are plantations,
Yeah.
pineapple plantations, that have tarantulas. And that's where it really came from, seeing all the spiders on the page, I haven't felt that way in a long time. And to be honest, before you would have had to carry me off. I wouldn't have even been able to walk. That's how bad it was. I thought I was getting better. I have children. You know, I kind of go, no, you shouldn't be scared of spiders. It's like kind of like, you know, obviously I wasn't as well advanced as I thought. But I'm holding it, okay? I can't say I'd like to see it running across my floor, but I am holding it. Okay? I did touch the picture. So it's 30 years I've had this fear, and it's controlled my life very much. I do travel. But you can normally hear me screeching from one end of the town to the other if something comes too close to me. So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that.
You know, we have a DVD that we're selling. However, it's still in production. We tried to get it here, but and the DVD is the DVD portion actually covers the foundation, talking about this stuff. And then we have the CD that's attached to it that actually has the clearing. So the clearing that you're going to go through tomorrow is on the DVD. It's a little longer than what you're going to go through because we wanted to make sure that everybody's in the comfort of their home and we take as much time. And there's a shorter version because you know how things come up, right? Hey, I'm good today, I'm good next week. A month, a couple months down the road, something might come up. And maybe I want a quick clearing process. So the initial clearing when you listen to the DVD is like maybe 18 minutes. The quick clearing is like 5 to 7 minutes. So it's just to get whatever situation is current. And it's a good testimonial. That's why when I seen that response, to be honest with you, the only thing that I was afraid of is getting her off the stage, not clearing the phobia, we figured that we would be able to do that. It's just like getting her off the stage without her getting hurt, you know, because if we let her go, she would have just fell right back. We were actually holding her on the stage. And it's like, so the other thing is, we always say this, and it's true. You know, like, you notice how much Keola talks, right? Not very much. So we go, hey, he's the talker, I'm the talker, and he does all the work. You see how much work he's doing off to the side? So it's really interesting. Anyway, the reason we like phobias is you can see the response. If we were clearing anger and sadness and all this stuff, the people would say, oh, I'm better. I got to wait till I get into a situation. You know, when we helped Keola, when we helped him clear anger, you know, quite a few years ago, hey, we had to wait for a week and a half before he called and said, hey, something's different. Why? Because he had to wait for a situation.